I have to wait a lot of times.
And Dr. Jason Reed up here. Good morning, Jason.
Morning, it's early.
Keeping everybody healthy.
Well, I don't know about healthy. The question is, are you keeping your New Year's resolution with your health and taking care of yourself?
Yeah, well, that was a month ago.
It's fixing to be February. You got to stick with it.
I've been meaning to call and tell you, when we were down there several months ago, ailments, whatever, you recommended we get one of those pillows that kind of look like a big old soft rock.
Like a big old soft
There
rock.
it is right there. Let me tell you, those things are absolutely fantastic. So thanks for the recommendation. It surprises me.
He made fun of me when I brought that home and said, "Here's your new pillow."
Well,
what is about those pillows? I mean, they're not soft.
No, they're not soft, and it's not like people come in and say, well, do I got to sleep on this pillow or can I sleep on my feather pillow? And I'll say, well, if you want support for your curve, you need to have the right pillow. It's all that I deal with is biomechanics. It's no different than anything that you do. If the neck's in the right position while you're sleeping, it helps you to sleep better. If you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper. So that just helps to support your curve, Jamie, which keeps you from getting pain to toss and turn more so you rest.
I mean, really, once you get used to that, it's kind of...
That's hard to sleep on that feather pillow again.
When I leave and go out of town to seminars or wherever I go, to the beach, wherever I go, I always take my pillow. And
really?
Yeah. You stayed at a hotel and you wake up and go, gosh, my neck doesn't feel right. So
well, I ain't been anywhere since I got the pillow, though. I've been sleeping in my own bed every night.
Well, I understand that. But if you go somewhere, you'll want to take it with you. And it's one of those things that I just try to make things simple for people. It's like a good mattress, a good pillow. If you do those things, it helps you to hold your adjustments better. You benefit more from chiropractic. It's one of those things that I don't want you to keep coming back and seeing me over and over for the same thing.
Well, the chiropractors I've used in my many years, and you are the most thorough in explaining something to somebody about what their problem is.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment.
That way you know what's wrong with you.
You tell people, okay, here's what we're going to do, here's what you should feel, stuff like that.
If people can understand the benefit of what I do, and they can actually, I just try to connect the dots. I don't try to use my academic area to overwhelm people, just to be able to understand. If you can keep it simple, stupid. Not that people are stupid, but if you can't understand it, you can't comprehend it. Right. So I just try to make things understandable. Because, I mean, if you can't understand what I'm telling you, or for anything, if you go to a mechanic and they tell you, you don't understand, you're like, what are you talking about? So biomechanics, structure is what I deal with. If it's in the right position, it helps you to feel better, feel healthy, and be able to get out and exercise or do things that you want to do with your children or whatever you want to do.
Can people get in to see you if they've never been to you and they've got a pain, if they're watching this morning, can they get in to see you today?
Let me put it to you this way.
How hard is that?
It's not hard. And I always talk about my uncle. You've heard me talk about him every time I started coming on here with you. And Happy New Year to everybody, because I've been here since last year. So, and it's always good to see you guys. But anybody can come and see me, but you may have to wait. We help a lot of people, and I'm thankful to serve the community in Athens and Limestone County. But I'll see you today, but you may have to wait 2 hours. You may have to wait an hour. You may have to wait, I don't know how long you have to wait, but scheduled patients are treated before walk-ins because I feel that's right. So Mo, you'll see me if you want to see me. I'll take the time to stay late, or I'll get there at 7 o'clock. We stay till 6. Today's Thursday, so we stay till 5 today, but Mondays and Wednesdays are our late day. So you can see me, and you can go to the website, you can go to the Facebook, you can look and see what we do. You can kind of get information about me, because people say, well, I'm afraid to go. You'll love this story. Lady comes in to see me. Her husband come in. They're probably in their mid-30s. She's a teacher. I won't tell you where. Teaches first grade. She's had headaches for 5 years. 2 adjustments. She's gone a week with no headache. Now,
I was just going to ask you about
that's a blessing, and I mean, I'm thankful.
That's a huge thing, too.
Well, yeah, and she'll probably be one of those things that I share with, because most people say, and she was like, that's all, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to do any of that. What do you call that? In the chair that
chiropractic.
All that popping.
The barbers.
So,
you mean a chiropractic?
Yeah, a little bit of that. So in the barber chair, somebody grab you. I don't do that. So
I don't know if barbers still do that or not. I'm just referring to the old country.
And if they try to, tell them no.
Get cracked.
Well, that's something I think it's humorous in some extent. But she comes in, and like I say, it's been a week, and she's had no headache. She's got 3 children, right? So we do the consultation. There's 3 little ones, and it's family friendly in my clinic.
Right.
I've got children, so it's family friendly. But they're sitting there, and she's there. I'm thinking, she can function better as a teacher. She feels better. There's more benefits to just a simple adjustment than taking a lot of medicine.
Let me go back to what we just talked about the barbers doing that.
Okay.
How dangerous could that be for the person getting their hair cut when the barber is cracking their neck?
Well, I'll give you for instance.
I mean, really, what could happen? What's the worst of that?
You can impinge a nerve. You can create all kind of problems. The thing about it, you figure I spent 8 years in school to do what I do. It's not like you just... I did my bachelor's.
You didn't go to barber school?
No, I didn't go to barber school. But my great-grandfather was a barber. But he didn't grab anybody. Okay? So for me, listen, it's like this. People, I'll tell you another story. Guy comes in, he'd been to another chiropractor, he had pain from an adjustment. And it's one of those things, you shouldn't necessarily have pain, but it's like going to the dentist. It's the same thing. Some use a tool that hurts you. Some use a tool that helps you. So same tool in two different hands will do different things. So for me, it's all about restoring function. And I don't want to hurt people, only help people. But it helped the lady with the headaches. It helps a lot of people.
Gloria's elbow, too, because I never would have thought a chiropractor would be able to help an elbow.
But now that you fix someone when I'm not in pain anymore, it's like, oh, I need to make an appointment, but life's going on.
Well, that's one of the things I tell people. That's what I was going to talk about some this morning. It's your responsibility to take responsibility for your health, not me.
And keep
I
coming.
just help the nervous system by adjusting the spine. The benefit of chiropractic is biomechanics, exercise, diet, staying positive, good exercise, good rest, like we talked about to start with. That's what you need to do.
Well, I'm positive I've got some ailments.
Well, I'm positive that you are blessed.
Dr. Jason Reed, right down the road here on the right across from Sports Field. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. 206-9722. Go by and see Jay. Tell him we sent you down there. Dr. Reed, finest guy in this part of the country, chiropractor, and not a barber.
No, I'm not a barber. My great-grandfather was a barber, okay, but not me. And you see, he got the old leather strap. We used to straighten, the razor.
Shave
so,
you too?
yeah. So, no, we don't do any barbering.
That'd be a whole segment talking about the old barbers who used to do that anyway. Thank you, Dr. Reed. Good to see you, Jason.
Always a pleasure.
Take a break. Let's talk some rodeo when we come back. We've been putting it off long enough, but they're ready to go. Y'all hang on.